Okay, good day sa ating mga housemates na nanonood sa ating video. So, isang topic ating pag-usapan ngayon. Ito ay tungkol sa DepEd Order number 001 Series 2026 na lumabas noong January 19, 2026. Ito ay tungkol sa implementing guidelines of the Enhanced Alternative Learning System. So, ano ba ang nakalagay sa DepEd Order na ito? In compliance with the mandate of Republic Act number 11510, Series 2020, otherwise known as the Alternative Learning System Act, and its implementing rules and regulations, and consistent with the DepEd's 5-point reform agenda to provide accessible, equitable, quality, and inclusive education. The department issues the enclosed implementing guidelines of the enhanced ALS. These guidelines aim to standardize the implementation of ALS in accordance with the provisions of the ALS Act and its IRR, incorporating important updates to ALS program implementation and ensure alignment with the DepEd revised basic education curriculum of the formal school system. So this order repeals DepEd Order number 13, Series 2019. Okay, tuloy natin. Ito ay pinirmahan ng ating DepEd Secretary, Sani Angara. Yan. So ang rationale of this DepEd Order is to provide quality and accessible basic education for all. The Department of Education, or DepEd, offers the ALS as parallel learning system that provides opportunities for out-of-school children, in special cases, out-of-school youth and adults, learners to develop basic functional literacy skills and to access equivalent pathways to complete basic education. At dito, ang basis din natin is the Republic Act number 11510. Ang sabi dito sa DepEd order na ito, otherwise known as the Act institutionalizing the alternative learning system in basic education for out-of-school children in special cases. So furthermore, the department has adopted a revised curriculum, otherwise known as the revised basic education curriculum in 2024. And its 5-point strategic agenda to address protracted and emerging challenges. Okay, hindi na natin basahin lahat ito. Ano? Okay. So, ang scope nito, ang policy outlines the updated rules for the implementation of the enhanced ALS to provide relevant, accessible basic education for out-of-school children in special cases. So it shall cover the curriculum learning, resources, assessment and implementation mechanisms to be implemented by the central office, yung regional office, schools division offices, community learning centers, and other stakeholders. So this policy covers all CLCs, whether school-based or community-based, including those operated by public and private schools, non-government organizations, and other recognized as implementing partners. Yan. So, sabi dito, beginning school year 2026 and 2027, all, ano dito, all SDO shall implement. Yan, itong bagong enhanced curriculum ng ALS. Ang scope, number 8, all existing schools implementing ALS senior high school shall continue to use the contextualized MELCs. No? Sa senior high school, halos wala po ng pagbabago. So, mananatiling gagamit sila ng MELCs, no? Or the ALS senior high school hybrid curriculum. So, unless revised, rescinded, or repealed, or under such time that the strengthened ALS senior high school curriculum is issued. So, ito ay wala pang pagbabago na gagawin dito sa senior high school. So, separate guidelines daw on the implementation of the strengthened ALS senior high school curriculum shall be issued. Next. So, ito yung mga definition of terms na nakapaloob dito sa DepEd order na ito. Academic Focus Bridging Programs, Accredit A&E. So, ito yung uh, mga basic terms na lagi natin narinig sa ALS, no? Yung A&E. Yan. So, tayo ay naman dyan, aware sa mga definitions ng mga terms na ito. ALS Implementer, ALS Senior High School Learners, yan. Next, ALS Teachers, Assessment of Basic Literacy Program. Itong BYOP at WBL, ayan, alam ko yan ng mga ALS teachers. Next, the purpose of these guidelines. The following terms are defined also as follows: beginning level, developing level. So ito ngayon, no, sa revised curriculum ng ALS, mayroon pong tinatawag na category of learning competencies. So refers to the classification of competencies in the revised ALS curriculum. So tinatawag na beginning level. So refers to foundational competencies under the BLP that focus the acquisition of basic literacy. Developing level naman refers to the competencies of the basic literacy program. Meron din tinatawag na intermediate level, upper intermediate level. Yan. Yan, proficient level. Then, community ALS implementers, community learning center. Ito yung basic mga terms na usually maririnig natin sa ating mga ALS implementers. Contextualize most essential learning competencies, continuing learners. So, nasa definition of terms pa rin tayo. Formal school system, yan. Functional literacy test, yung FLT, ELA, learning facilitator, learning strands. So, ang learning strands refers to groups of competencies that are equivalent to a subject or various subjects in the formal school system. Yan, ang tawag sa subject natin sa ALS ay learning strands. Okay? Portfolio, presentation portfolio, recognition of prior learning or tinatawag nating RPL. Yan. So maraming mga forms pagdating sa RPL meron dito sa ALS. So prior achievements which serves as one of the basis for learning intervention. Kaya po meron tayong RPL forms para at least alam ng mga teachers, no? ALS teachers kung anong klaseng intervention ang kailangan ng isang estudyante. Record of learner's progress, revised alternative learning system curriculum. So ito ay refers to the new comprehensive curriculum indicating the competency, content, key stages, standards for the ALS program benchmarked on the latest formal school system. Okay, ito yung bagong term ngayon dito sa ating pinag-aaralang DepEd Order 001 series of 2026 work samples. Yan. So under this DepEd order, ang policy statement, the department hereby adopts its guidelines to ensure that out-of-school children in special cases, youth and adults gain equitable access to quality basic education, youth education, and learning opportunities through ALS. Now, this policy aims to improve the participation in school and CLC and completion of basic education of out-of-school children, in special cases youth and adults, ensuring that ALS learners develop functional literacy and skills amongst Filipino learners. Okay, general procedure. Prior to the actual conduct of ALS classes, all ALS implementers are required to conduct literacy mapping na talagang dati naman natin ginagawa ang pagkaroon ng o pag-conduct ng literacy mapping to identify prospective learners and conduct ALS advocacy and social mobilization to inform the community about ALS programs and target learners. Ayan. So, number 12, in ALS implementers shall refer school aides prospective learners to formal school system in compliance with Section 3 uh, objectives of RA number 11510, which states that school-age children should be enrolled in formal education and that they should be able to return to formal education system in event that they drop out. Next, number 13, general procedure. ALS implementer shall prepare a class program for approval. Ayan. The class program shall be approved by the school head for ALS implementers assigned to school-based learning center and by division ALS focal person. For ALS implementers assigned to the community-based learning center, in cases where ALS implementers handle classes in both SPLCs and CBLCs, the class program shall be subject to approval by both the school head and the division focal person. So kagaya sa akin, meron akong school-based, meron din akong community learning center. So ang signatory no dapat diyan sa ating or signatory sa ating class program ay yung ating siyempre yung school head na under sa iyo, na under ka doon ng school at ang iyong focal person ng ALS. So dapat nandun sila as signatories. As part of the documentary requirements for the implementation of ALS programs, ALS learners are required to compile and submit a work folder portfolio. So kailangan mag-submit ng portfolio ang learners dahil talagang nakalagay dito na required no ang paggawa nila ng portfolio. Like life skills shall be systematically integrated when applicable into the delivery of the revised ALS curriculum across all learning strands to ensure holistic development of ALS learners. So, yan ang pagkaiba dito sa ALS kasi tinuturuan tayong ng mga life skills, no? Kung saan ay ginagamit natin no, across all learning strands or subjects. No fees shall be collected in the implementation of ALS program. Ito ay talagang libre sa lahat ng mga learners natin, sa mga gustong mag-enroll. No, walang bayad po itong ALS program. Then, number 17, under, ano ba ito? Wait lang, general procedure. 17, ALS learner shall be enrolled in the program using the prescribed ALS enrollment form. The ALS implementer shall ensure that ALS learners enrolled in the learner information system at the beginning of school year for tracking and monitoring purposes. So ito ay napakahalaga sa mga teachers, no? Dapat pag nag-enroll ang bata o yung adult o learner natin sa ALS, automatic ay enroll natin sa LIS para ma-monitor ng ating mga focal persons. Learners who wish to enroll in ALS program later than the beginning of the school year or in the middle of the conduct of ALS classes shall still be accepted. Ito maganda dito sa ALS kasi kahit 2 months, 3 months ka nagsimula, pwede pa rin mag-enroll yung mga gustong mag-aral. However, the duration and completion of the ALS program intervention shall depend on the learner's entry level, assessment results, and recognition of prior learning. Learners who were not able to complete the ALS program the current school year shall be tagged as a continuing learner in the LIS. So, halimbawa ay nag-enroll siya ngayon tapos hindi niya na-complete ang kanyang program, hindi nakapag-submit ng portfolio, hindi rin nakapag-exam. So, it means kulang no ang kanyang o di kaya nag-stop din siya dahil sa trabaho at mag-enroll siya ulit next year. Ito na ngayon yung bago ano nakalagay dito. Itatag na siya as continuing learner. Yan, hindi naman pwedeng balik-aral kasi yung balik-aral na word ay doon sa halos sa formal school natin ginagamit no. Dito sa ALS ngayon ay continuing learner. Learners who wish to enroll in ALS program shall meet the eligibility standards and submit the documentary requirements related in a DepEd Order number 17, the latest issuance related to the enrollment in the LIS. So, ano mga kailangan para ma-enroll natin sa LIS? So, kailangan meron siyang ID, no? O di kaya birth certificate na nagpapatunay o nagalagay doon yung kanyang pagkakailanlan, ang address, yung address, I'm sorry, yung date of birth, yan, complete name. No? So, mas maganda kung mayroon pa siyang uh, tinatawag doon na LRN, no? Yan, mas madali natin i-enroll. BLP completers are eligible to enroll either in A and E elementary or in grade 4 of the formal school. Ayan. So, mga completers natin sa BLP, pwede na pala bumalik sa formal school as a grade 4 learner. A and E elementary passers are eligible to enroll either in A and E junior high school or in grade 7 of the formal school. So, yun naman talaga sa passer sa LM kapag gusto niyang mag-enroll at qualified siya sa ALS. So, dapat siya ay 16 years old. Tapos, kung gusto niya naman bumalik sa formal school as grade 7, pwede din. A and E junior high school passers are eligible to enroll either in senior high, ALS, or senior high school of the formal school. Ayan, pwede na rin bumalik sa senior high formal ang mga ALS passers natin. Ganda. Learners who are above school age and who have dropped elementary or secondary levels of the formal education system can enroll in the ALS program. Wala talaga pinipili ang ALS. Sino pwede mag-enroll basta uh, qualified. So, ito tayo sa specific procedures. Program, letter A, program standards. 8.1, revise ALS curriculum. The department developed and revised ALS curriculum as a blueprint for enhancing its ALS programs. The revised ALS curriculum is benchmarked on the DepEd revised basic education curriculum and focus in the 21st century skills as follows. Ano yon? A. Information. B. Media and technology skills. C. Learning and innovation skills. Communication skills, life and career skills. So, yun ang mga nakasaad dito na mag-focus on the 21st century skills. So, ilan yun? 5. No? The following are the key features of the revised ALS curriculum. A. Alignment with the latest formal school system curriculum. So, hindi na naiiwan yung ating ALS program dahil naka-align na siya sa formal school system. Alignment with the curriculum structure and levels. Substantial alignment of learning competencies. Integration of the 21st century skills. Decongestion of learning strands curriculum. So, napapansin natin kasi ang learning strands, no, medyo, at saka competency sa kasalukuyan ginagamit natin na curriculum ay napakarami. So, dito, babawasan, no, ang mga learning competencies na ating itinuturo, no, sa ating mga learners. Mas maganda. Then, letter B, categorization of learning competencies into levels for easier recognition of prior learning, as shown in Table 1. Kung napapansin niyo po, binigyan na nila ng equivalent level in the formal system curriculum ang bawat program ng ALS. Halimbawa, sa BLP, meron siyang dalawang category of learning competencies, yung tinatawag natin beginning and developing. Ang katumbas ng beginning, so yung level ng bata, equivalent sa formal school ay kinder to grade 1. Kapag developing na siya, grade 2 and grade 3 under the BLP ALS program. Sa A&E naman, tinatawag naman siyang intermediate. Yan. So, ang equivalent level niya in the formal system is grade 4 and grade 4 to grade 6. Sa junior high school, dalawang level siya, upper intermediate and proficient. Sa upper intermediate, ang equivalent level sa formal school is grade 7 to grade 8 and grade 9 to grade 10 naman as proficient, no, dito sa junior high school. Napakalinaw yung equivalent level niya at category of learning competencies, no, dito sa uh, enhanced curriculum ng ALS. Next, letter C, introduction of unpacking learning competencies and recommendation on contextualization at the point of instruction. Ito napakaganda, no, kasi ang mga learning competencies ay naka-unpack na. As it is, ay nakamaging specific na yung mga competencies nating makikita dito sa revised curriculum or enhanced curriculum ng ALS. Next, the ALS program and equivalent case stage under the revised curriculum are indicated in Table 2. Ano naman po ito? ALS Basic Education Programs Equivalent Case Stage to Formal School System Revised ALS Curriculum. Sa ALS Basic Education Program sa BLP Case Stage 1, ang kinder to grade 3, ang kanyang corresponding level in the formal school, then learning strands required to be taken, LS1 and LS3 lang. Which is napakaganda, no? Dalawang, ano ba yung LS1? Ito yung communication skills, Filipino and English. Ang 3 ay mathematics, no? O yung mathematical and problem solving skills na learning strand. Sa A&E Elementary, kay stage 2, grade 4 to 6, so iti-take niya ay LS1 to 6. Yan. Then, sorry. Hindi tayo nabalik. Okay, ganon din doon sa junior high school. Okay? So, ito yung nakalagay dito sa BLP. Next naman, ito yung diniscuss ko kanina, no, tungkol sa BLP na meron siyang dalawang level. Ito naman yung A&E Elementary. Ayan. Ito yung mga diniscuss ko kanina, no, yung bawat level ng bawat programs. Okay? The ALS Senior High School. So, sa ALS Senior High School level is equivalent to grades 11 to 12. It ensures that all learners will be equipped with the competencies required for employment, entrepreneurship, middle level skills, and tertiary education for all. Schools implementing the ALS Senior High School program and schools with the plan to offer ALS Senior High School shall adopt the contextualized MELCS-based ALS Senior High School curriculum or the ALS Senior High School hybrid curriculum unless revised, rescinded, or repealed. The contextualized MELCS-based ALS Senior High School curriculum follows the 6 learning strands of the ALS program. Meron din silang LS1 to 6. So, yung LS1, ito yung sinasabi natin kanina, communication skills, English and Filipino yan. Scientific and critical thinking skills, mathematical and problem-solving skills, life and career skills, understanding the self and society for LS5. LS6 is digital citizenship. Yan. So, the curriculum is contained in 27 summary tables for the 16 core and 8 applied track subject which are taken by all senior high school learners, whatever track they choose, plus 3 technical vocational livelihood. Non-MELC subjects based on the technical education and skills development authority or test the training regulations. Each summary table incorporate the content or content standards, performance standards, and MELCs of each of the senior high school subject. Each table also contains samples of how the MELCs are unpacked to point out prerequisite content and cognitive skills used for lesson planning. Okay, so the inputs on contextualizations are intended to help ALS implementers comprehend, relate, and present lessons in the context, okay, of ALS in the local environment, culture, and resources. Next, other ALS program, mayroon din tong inaabangan na mga ibang programs, separate guidelines on the implementation of ALS programs, including PEP, AFBP, and indigenous people education shall be issued. So ito yung mga programs na ito ay magkakaroon pa siguro ito ng mga pag-uusap, no, kung paano i-implement itong mga additional, no, na mga programs dito sa alternative learning system. So, hintayin natin ang guidelines na i-issue nila tungkol dito sa mga programs na ito. So, ano naman po ang mga learning deliveries na gagamitin? Okay, paano? So, the learning competencies in the revised ALS curriculum shall be delivered following a competency-based approach consistent with the principles of flexibility and inclusivity in ALS. The delivery of the learning competencies in the revised ALS curriculum shall be based on the results of the learner's initial assessment and continuous formative assessments, which shall determine the learner's priority learning needs, sequencing, pacing, and depth instruction. This shall be implemented through differentiated instructions responsive to learners' varying abilities, learning levels, and context. So ito ay nakadepende pa rin, no, sa mga initial assessments na gagawin ng ating mga teachers ang learning delivery, differentiated instructions, no, sa bawat skills ng bata. So iba-iba. Kaya siguro talagang all in ang o di ka teach all mga teachers ng alternative learning system, no. Kumbaga, yan, kailangan i-implement yung differentiated instruction. Paano ba yung differentiated instruction? Ito, yung activity ni Juan, iba sa activity ni Pedro. So, since na hindi kaya ni Juan ang ginagawa ni Pedro. So, ito ay naka-base lang sa kakayanin o kakayahan ng isang learner. Hindi siya pwedeng yung para kay Pedro ay para kay Juan. No? Yan, yung tinatawag na differentiated instruction. So, magkaiba sila ng abilities, magkaiba ang kanilang learning levels, kaya iba din yung ipapagawa natin sa kanila sa bawat learners na ating tinatanggap. For BLP and AND Junior High School programs where learning competencies are classified in 2 levels. Ito yung mga levels ni kanina, no? Inulit lang. The learning competencies shall be implemented through the learner's individual learning agreement and may be facilitated through individual learning sessions. So, isa-isa. Dapat pag-uusapan nyo yan, yung individual learning agreement ng bawat learner. Mayroon ding group learning sessions involving with similar competency needs and combination of both. So, pwedeng i-gather ni teacher na in group, tapos pag-uusapan yung mga dapat aralin ng mga learners, no? Yan, pwede ring isa-isa. Yan. Or individual. Learning competencies across learning strands may be integrated, unpacked, and contextualized to promote relevant learning experience or experiences. The examples of unpacked and contextualized learning competencies in the revised ALS curriculum may be used to guide the ALS implementers in delivering the curriculum. Ito yung mas madali ngayon, no? Kasi kitang-kita na natin kung anong mga learning competencies ang dapat nating ituro. Yan, ito maganda sa revised ALS curriculum. To effectively deliver the ALS program, ALS implementers shall use the appropriate, relevant, and responsive learning delivery modalities such as, yan, ito tinatanong lagi ng mga estudyante, paano ba mag-enroll? May trabaho ako, paano ba mag-aral dyan? Hindi ako available. So, hindi na kayo mamroblema kasi nakaspecify na dito sa ating revise o sa inisyong ng DepEd na revised ALS curriculum yung modular instruction. It means pwede mag-module lang yung bata kahit nasa trabaho. So wala siyang face-to-face session, naka-module siya. Pwede. Online, no? Mayroon digital or mobile learning. So ang dami ngayon mga applications, maraming mga pwedeng gawin para makapag-aral siya, no? Si teacher na bahala diyan kung paano makapagturo online, paano ma-send yung mga digital materials sa kanyang learner. Face-to-face learning sessions, pwede rin pumasok using this session, ang face-to-face. Kung wala lang naman talaga siyang trabaho, wala naman siyang ginagawa, may kakayahan siya pumasok araw-araw. So, umatin siya ng face-to-face learning sessions and tutorials. Radio or television-based instruction. Yan, kinig siya sa radyo. Kung doon sa remote areas, no, walang time pumasok, malayo din teacher niya. So, radio or television-based instruction ay pwede din. Blended learning or combination of various modalities. Ang blended learning, pwedeng modular, pwede rin siya umattend ng face-to-face, yan, pwede rin siya sa online, kung alin po dyan, no, yung convenience si learner. So, wala na siyang paraan para, o dahilan para umabsent, no, kasi pwede mag-module, pwede mag-online, pwede mag-face-to-face. Yan. So, given the more advanced academic competencies required in the ALS A and E Junior High School and ALS Senior High School, ALS implementers shall be collaborated with the teachers specializing in English, Science, and Math. So, ito naman para sa mga teachers na pwedeng humingi ng backup doon sa mga teachers na magagaling sa math, magagaling sa science, no? Ayan, pwedeng makipagtulungan, makipag-collaborate para i-discuss, maituro ng maayos yung mga learning strands no, na hindi kaya o medyo hindi niya forte ituro. Yan. So, magkaroon tayo ng collaboration dyan. Learner's progress shall be monitored through continuous formative assessment, the results of which will be documented through ELA-RPL. Completion of learning competencies shall be based on demonstrated mastery, not on the duration of participation in the learning session. So, kahit araw-araw siya umattend dyan, no? Pero hindi naman siya natuto. Walang mga completion o reports o outputs na nangyayari. So, hindi din naka-indicate doon sa individual learning agreement. So, hindi po yun naka-base, no? Results-based pa rin ang binabasihan natin, no? Output-based pa rin tayo dito sa ating program. So, mayroon individual learning agreement, record of learner's progress. So, alam na alam po natin kung anong mga ito. Only teachers knows this, no? Yung record of learner's progress and ELA. Yan, alam po natin kung paano natin yan gagamitin. Ang sabi dyan, in recognition of the learner prior learning experiences and learning needs of ALS learners, ALS implementers shall guide their ALS learners in articulating, documenting, and agreeing and ELA, RPL, Annex B. Meron dito sa naka-attach sa uh, uh, DepEd order na ito yung mga templates, no? The NRPL are planning to monitoring tools jointly developed by the ALS implementer and the learner through the process of dialogue and instructional counseling. It is guided by the results of the pre-assessment and screening process and takes into account the learner's prior learning experiences and the priority learning needs. Ito kasi, sinusukat natin dyan kung anong kakayahan ng isang learner. Kung masyadong advanced na siya, meron naman low ang kanyang level. No? So tayo ang nagmo-monitor dyan para sa mga progress ng mga na ating learners, kung gaano siya kabilis, gaano siya kagaling, yan. Kung medyo mahina ba, yan, o talagang fast learner siya. Yan, through recognizing their prior learning experiences. At kung ano pa yung kailangan nilang i-priority, mga learning needs na kailangan pa nilang aralin. The ALS implementer and the learner shall review and monitor the ELA. Dapat lagi nakamonitor at least once a month daw ang isang ALS implementer. Or as deemed necessary. During the review, the learner's process shall be discussed. Learning achievements shall be evaluated and updates or revisions shall be made to ensure that previously identified learning goals are met and new learning needs or goals are identified. ALS implementer shall also provide guidance and recommend appropriate strategies, interventions, and learning materials based on the learner's progress. 46. Updated version of the ELA and RPL shall be properly documented and compiled in the learner's portfolio. The portfolio shall be safely kept in the well-secured space in the CLCs. So, dapat nandyan yung portfolio ng bata every time na may ginagawa siya. Yung lahat ng mga outputs, no, and learning agreements. So, dapat nakakompile po lahat dyan. Kung talagang inaaral niya, yan. So, nasaan yung output kung nag-aaral siya. Okay? ALS implementers, 47, shall practice a differentiated instruction. Yan, yung sinasabi natin kanina na may sabi doon. Differentiated instruction and tailor their learning interventions in response to the variant learning needs of the learners as documented in its learners ELA. Ito ay napaka-challenging para sa isang teacher ng ALS, no? ang paggandak ng differentiated instruction dahil kailangan bigyan mo talaga ng oras yan at preparation. Sa senior high school level, all implementers and learners shall mutually agree on the class schedule and learning modalities to be undertaken by the learner. Ito ang maganda sa ALS kasi pwedeng magkasundo, no, yung teacher saka yung learner ng kanyang schedule. Hindi pwedeng si teacher lang na mag-decide na ito yung schedule ng learner. Eh, paano kung may trabaho nga naman? So, hindi rin pa siya makakapasok. So, ang purpose dito ay matulungan natin na makagraduate yung learner, no? Na hindi maapektuhan yung kanyang trabaho. Kasi kung papipiliin mo sila lagi, mas pipiliin nila yung kanilang trabaho. Yan. Medium of teaching and learning. So dito, ang ginagamit nating MOTL. In the teaching and learning process, Filipino and English shall be used as a medium of teaching and learning for basic literacy program to all senior high school level. The mother tongue of the learner first language, however, may be used as an auxiliary language of instruction to clarify concepts and understanding. Kung Ilonggo po yan, Filipino, English pa rin gamitin mo. Pag hindi pa rin talaga maintindihan, hindi mag-Ilonggo ka, no? Kung mag-Cebuano ka, kung anong first language ng learner. So, kung naintindihan niya naman ang Filipino at English, or you proceed with the Filipino and English, no? Na medium of teaching. Yan, duration of ALS program. So, same din ang duration ng uh, ALS program doon sa formal school. The actual program duration shall depend on the learner's educational background or existing knowledge level prior to enrolling in the ALS program. The accurate and systematic assessment of the learner's level, the prior learning, and the point of enrollment shall guide the identification of the learning priority learning needs and formulation of each learner's individual agreement. So, meron po separate guidelines on ALS assessment shall be issued. So, ito ang assessment, hintayin pa natin, no? Hindi dahil hindi pa naka-indicate dito sa revised, no? ALS program curriculum dito, no? Sa DepEd Order 001. Some ALS learners may not be interested in acquiring A&E certification. Mayroon naman na nag-exit, no? Hindi na ayaw na nila na mag-A&E. Kasi kung natuto na daw sila sa kanilang nakuha na nila yung gusto nila, meron short-term learning goals by studying subsets competencies of the ALS program, such learners shall be allowed to exit. Pwede naman pala sila mag-exit the program after mastering the needed competencies to achieve their identified learning goals. And ALS implementers may provide them certificate containing description of their mastered competencies. Pwede naman pala sila umexit, no? For such learners, the duration of the ALS program can be shorter than the ALS learners preparing for the A&D assessment and certification process. Pero kung ako si learner, diretsuhin ko na, di ba? Kasi pag tapos mo rito, ay meron ka ng certificate or diploma, no? Sa hindi mo matapos, no? Yan. Learners who have completed the BLP shall be officially recognized through the issuance of certificate of program completion. So ito yung template, no, kung paano kung ikaw ay BLP. Yan, makaka-receive ka nitong certification na ito. Certificate. For the learners resources, BLP ano yan, elementary and junior high school, and ALS senior high school modules shall be in English and Filipino. Okay. The life skills modules and BYOB and WBL modules shall primarily used to enhance the teaching learning strand 4. So dito nakalagay yung official primary use natin, primary resources natin, yung BYOB and WBL. Alam mo, napakaganda itong BYOB and WBL na modules, no, nung nag-training kami. Napakaganda at in-implement ito, napakaganda ituro, no. Talagang effective siya pagdating sa mga estudyante dahil matuturuan na sila magnegosyo, paano mag-apply sa trabaho. Ayan, talagang maganda itong life skills modules. Okay, for all senior high school, the existing learning resources shall be resources of the formal senior high school shall be used. Additionally, other locally developed learning resources validated and quality assured by the ROSNS may be utilized. All learning resources shall be made available in the DepEd Learning Resources portal. Bay recognized links and drives for other developed ALS resources program. Next, 45. learning environment. So ito ay mga ano na to sa mga building, no. Alam na lang naman natin kung anong type 1 build, type 2, type 3, type 4, type 5 na mga learning environment o mga CLC category. So entry level. So before the start of learning intervention, ito ALS, BLP, syempre meron po tinatawag na assessment, no? Learners shall be assessed using the revised assessment for basic literacy. Hintayin po natin yan. And the revised FLT. And in conjunction with the other assessment and documentation of their prior learning, ALS implementers shall make use the latest version of the ABL, FLT, and RPL forms in accordance with the set policies and procedures to central assessment level are applicable to senior high school. Ibang sa GLM, ibang sa junior high school. So, hihintayin natin po itong mga latest version ng mga assessment tool na ito, no? Yung FLT, RPL forms, tsaka yung sa ABL, no? Assessment for Basic Literacy. A separate issuance of detailing the guidelines for conducting this entry-level assessment shall be issued. So, hintayin pa po natin kung kailan ito lalabas. Yan, entry level po assessment, formative, yan, formative assessment. Meron ding siyempre ang senior high school, gagamit siya ng policy guidance of classroom assessments for the K-12, yung DepEd Order number 8 series 2015. So summative assessment to evaluate the learning of the ALS learners. ALS implementers shall give summative assessments at the end of every set of competencies. The results of the summative assessment shall be included in the learner's portfolio with accompanying written feedback from the ALS implementer. These results shall not be graded and shall only be used to track learner's progress. So, ito sa ALS maganda kasi hindi graded. Pero, ginagamit natin siya para matrack yung progress ng learners kung siya ba ay natuto, nag-aral ba talaga siya, ayan. So, included po yan, no? Siguro every quarter, basta every matapos na yung competency aralin, bibigyan natin siya ng summative assessment. So, mas maganda siguro sasabay tayo dito sa mga formal schools. Quarterly na rin tayo magpa-summative, no? Ayan, o di kaya twice or 4 times in every period. Mas maganda. Sa akin lang yun. Okay. Sa inyo, ibahin nyo na lang. No? Basta, every nakalagay dito, shall give summative assessments at the end of every set of competencies. So, kung meron kang 5 competencies na na-discuss, edi bigyan mo na ng summative assessment yun. Gawan mo na ng test or summative. Ayan, at least, ma-recall pa ng mga bata kung ano yung mga kanyang pinag-aaralan. Yeah, assessment and certification, yung A and E po natin. The following are the significant changes of ALS assessment and specifically the requirements for accreditation equivalency certification. A. Post-ABL shall be given BLP completer by the ALS implementer. BLP completer who passed the post-ABL shall be given certificate of program implementation signed by the ALS implementer. Yung post-assessment for basic literacy, yun yung ibig sabihin dyan. Pag nakapasa siya, may certification siya. B. A and certification process for elementary and junior high school shall be both presentation, portfolio assessment, and E&E test. So ito ngayon, maganda, no? Kung hindi ko lang sure, pero sa aking interpretation dito, yung junior high school and elementary levels shall include both presentation, portfolio assessment. Ibig sabihin, may points na to siguro yung portfolio, no? Sana nga, no? And E&E test. Kasi hindi naman ito nakalagay na prerequisite o requirement yung portfolio para sa A&E test. Nakalagay dito, both, no? Both presentation of portfolio assessment and A&E test. So, possible, merong points na ang portfolio. Okay? Yan, sa aking interpretation. The guidelines on the A&E test, registration and test evaluation shall be issued by the Bureau of Education Assessment in accordance with Bureau of Alternative Education. Ito ang maganda sa ngayon, no? Kung may points yan, ang portfolio, representation portfolio assessment, idadagdag mo doon sa A&E test na score, ay mas maganda. Halimbawa, 40, 60, 40 sa portfolio, 60, yan. Yan sa akin na yun, gawa ko na. Pero yun nakalagay eh. Letter C, A&E test shall be based on the competencies of the revised ALS curriculum. It shall be continued to be administered by BIA in coordination with the BAE. So for senior high school, syempre gagamit siya sa guidelines ng National Assessment for Learning, DepEd Order 55/2016. Opportunities of micro-certification, ito yung pauusapan pa ito, no? Yung all senior high school learners shall follow equivalent exit assessment requirements to the formal senior high school students. This may include taking the national exit assessment, such as but not limited to national assessment test. Grade 12, a special all senior exit assessment or other assessment requires to be specified by the BAE. All senior high school learners whose strands include competencies equivalent to test the national certificate are encouraged to take test the assessment and seek other forms of micro-certification. So, yung capacity building na program, syempre magkaroon naman ng mga training, no? Yung mga teachers. So, roles and responsibilities. So, ito yung mga roles and responsibilities ng bawat agency or offices, no? Yung national level, regional level, anong trabaho ng division level, at ng school level na nag-implement ng ALS. Okay? So, that's it. Thank you.